Junie B. Jones is a beauty shop guide, Chapter 8. Hats. I didn't know what to do. How could I even go to school? Because everyone would see my springs, and they would laugh and laugh. That is how come I couldn't stop crying. Only all of a sudden a miracle happened, and it is called a spotted my hat with the devil horns. It was sitting on my desk, right where Mother left it. And that hat gave me a good idea. A quick picked it up and put it on my head. And guess what? It hided my springs. Hey, if I wear this to school, no one will ever see my hair, I said, really relieved. Only just then I did a teeny frown. Yeah, only what if I'm playing on the playground and somebody steals my devil horn hat off my head? Then everyone will see my springs, and they will laugh and laugh. I thought real hard. I said, maybe I can wear two hats. That way, if somebody pulls off one hat, I will still have another hat left. I spotted my shower cap. It was lying on my chair. I put it on under my hat. Yeah, only what if I'm playing on the playground and somebody pulls off my devil horn hat? And then they pull off my shower cap too. Then everyone will see my springs. And they will laugh and laugh. I tapped on my chin. 3 hats, I said. I will wear 3 hats to school, 'cause that will give me a whole extra hat of protection. I opened my bottom drawer and found my ski mask. 'Cause ski masks hide your whole entire everything. I put the ski mask on my head. Then I put on my shower cap and then my hat with the devil horns. I looked at myself in the mirror. Now, nobody can see anything, not even my nose. After that, I got dressed and I skipped, real happy, to the kitchen. Grandpa Miller's eyes popped out at me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't go to school looking like that, he said. That's how come I had to tell him a teensy beansy fib. Yeah, only today is Crazy Hat Day, and my teacher said we can wear however many hats we want, I said. Grandpa Miller scratched his head. Then he watched me eat my sandwich through my mouth hole, and he drove me to school. I skipped into room 9, very joyful. I sat down at my table next to Lucille. Hello, I said. It's me. It's Junie B. Jones. See me, Lucille? See me? I am wearing an attractive hat assortment. Just then, a meanie boy named Jim pointed and shouted, Hey, everybody, look at Looney B. Jones. What a goony bird, he shouted. Then all of a sudden, he speeded across the room and he grabbed my devil horn hat right off my head. All of room 9 laughed and laughed, 'cause they saw my shower cap, of course. Only lucky for me, because just then my teacher hurried up into the room and she took control of people. Her name is Miss. She has another name too, but I just like Miss, and that's all. Miss grabbed my hat from that meanie Jim and he gave it back to me. Then she yelled at all the children, and she took me into the hall. Miss bended down next to me. Okay, kiddo, what's the story here? She asked. I rocked back and forth on my feet because I didn't want to tell her the story here. That's why. Yeah, only I don't actually know what you are referring to, I said real soft. The hats, Junie B. What's the story with the hats? Finally, I did a big breath and I told her the story. The story with the hats by Junie B. Jones. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Pinky Gladys Goodsman, and she was practicing to be a beauty shop guy. Only too bad for her, 'cause her stupid, dumb bangs kept on getting tiltier and tiltier. And that's how come she had to cut them off. And now she wishes she was never even Pinky. And that is all the details I would like to share with you at this time. I did a big breath. The end. Miss put her hands on my shoulders. Junie B, honey, are you telling me that you cut your bangs off? Is that what this is about? I did not answer her. Then all of a sudden, Miss took off her ski cap, and I didn't even know she was going to do that. No, I hollered, don't. Only it was too late. Miss saw my hair. She hugged me real tight. Oh, Junie B, she said. What happened? I started to cry all over again. Springs, I said. Springs happen. After that, Miss gave me some tissues, and me and her sat down on the floor, and we figured out what to do. Chapter 9, Learning a Lesson. Finally, Miss put my devil horn hat back on my head. Here, she said, this will be the only hat you'll need to wear today, I promise. After that, we went back into room 9, and Miss told a teensy-binsy fib. Boys and girls, may I have your attention, please? Junie B is starting to get the sniffles, and so I'm going to let her wear her hat in class. She looked at her Meanie Jim. All day, Jim. She's going to wear it all day, and no one is to touch it, she said. Not anyone. I jumped out of my seat. Yeah, Jim, you can't even touch it with your baby little pinky finger, right, miss? Right, said Miss. Sis. Not even at recess, right, Mrs.? Right? Mrs. stuck in her cheeks. Yes, Junie B, right. And not when I'm getting a drink at the water fountain, and not when I'm bending down to tie my shoe, and not when I'm walking to the pencil sharpener, and not when I'm just plain sitting in my chair, and not when I'm working in my workbook, and not when I'm practicing my alphabet, and not when, okay, we get the picture, said Mrs. I smoothed my dress. All right then, I said real nice. After that, I sat in my chair, and I worked on my workbook, and I played at recess, and I went to the water fountain, and no one touched my hat. After school, Daddy came to room 9 to get me. I was surprised to see that guy. Daddy, I didn't even know you were coming to get me today. And so this day turned out better than I thought. Daddy stared at my hat. All of a sudden, my stomach did not feel good about this situation. He reached down and took it off my head. Then he quick closed his eyes. Lovely, he said. After that, he picked me up and he carried me to the car. I tapped on him. Did you really mean it, lovely? It is lovely? Or was that a little joke? I asked kind of nervous. Daddy didn't answer my question. Instead, he buckled me in my seat and we started to drive. We drove and drove for a real long time. Finally, we pulled into the parking lot. I looked out the window. Daddy, hey, Daddy. It's the beauty shop. The beauty shop with Maxine, I said. Daddy took me right inside, and guess what? Maxine was waiting for me. She did a smile. Looks like someone gave herself a little trim, she said. I felt shy of her. I didn't turn out even Steven, I said kind of soft. It didn't turn out even Steven, I said kind of soft. Maxine ruffled my hair. Then she put me in her giant spinning chair and she sprayed my hair with water. After that, she snipped and snipped and snipped. Finally, she put gel in my hair and she blew me dry. I looked at myself in the big mirror. Hey, what do you know? No more springs, I said, real delighted. How did you do that, Maxine? How did you do that? Maxine winked at Daddy. Years of practice, she said. Daddy leaned close to my face. Years and years and years, he said. After that, he lifted me down from the chair and he gave Maxine lots more dollars. And me and him drove home again. After we got to my house, Daddy came into my room with me. He took my extra scissors from my desk and he put them in his pocket. Sorry, Daddy, sorry. I cut my own hair, I said. He did a sigh. I know you're sorry, Junie B, he said. I just hope you learned a lesson from all of this. I did, Daddy. I did learn a lesson. I meant it. I meant it. I meant it. Daddy kissed my head. 'Cause that guy still loves me, that's why. After he left my room, he looked at my hair some more. I looked at my hair some more. It was the cutest hair I ever saw. Just then, my whole face lit up. Hey, I'm the one who got this haircut started, and so maybe I can be a beauty shop guy after all, I said, real thrilled. I tapped on my chin. Yeah, only what happens when I grow up and have to practice some more? What will I use to cut with? I looked at my desk, very curious. Then I tippy-toed over there real quiet, and I opened my bottom desk drawer. I searched my hands all around that thing. Then all of a sudden, I smiled, kind of sneaky. 'Cause guess what? More extra scissors. The end.